go screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us and we.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is the first time you're clicking on one of my videos today. Thank you very much for stopping in and clicking on today's video. So obviously you're here because you love organisation, just as I do. Obsessed with organisation. Majority of my house is organised, so I love that. Just makes me happy. So this is my long awaited pantry reorganisation video. So my pantry was pretty well organised before, however I wanted to change out the jars and storage containers, just to sort of uplift my pantry a little bit, change out the style. However, I mentioned this sometime last year, and just with the kids, life, husband, all of that, stuff sometimes does take a little longer than you anticipate. But anyway, today it's finally here and I'm bringing you my pantry reorganisation video. So anyway, as you can see to the side of me here, this is the pantry. Now if you're an original subscriber here on my channel, you'll sort of know the layout of my house. This here is the whole pantry. Now I do store some like cooking things in here as well, like blender, spare toaster, things like that. I do store that stuff in here as well as the food, but it's a really lovely size. Can't complain with the size. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble. We're just going to jump straight into this video because I know a lot of you have been waiting so long for this video, and I'm so excited to be finally bringing you this video today. So anyway, I hope you enjoy, and let's just jump into the reorganising. So these are the few things I've picked up for my pantry reorganisation. So, and then I've also got some things that I've already used that I've placed the food in because I'm really impatient. So these I just picked up from Kmart. I thought this turntable just to put like spreads on and stuff, peanut butter, Vegemite, honey, things like that. And then this probably for like the back stock of bags and things, packets in there. And then just 3 of these to put, the stuff that I have the most of, like more. So they're from Kmart too. And then this for spaghetti, because the one that comes in there doesn't actually fit spaghetti in. Well, the spaghetti I've got anyway. So I just picked this up from a cheap shop. That's glass. And then 3 of these different size glass canisters here from Target. Target has really good canisters and storage for your kitchen. And then just these 2 from TK Maxx. I thought maybe tin food in one, and then snacks or something else in another. And then 3 of these 8 pieces are in there of all different sizes from Kmart. So, and they're really good seal as well. So yeah, I'm going to wash everything up now and then get ready to work out what's going in what and then put the labels on. Very excited.
I could rewind it, only us. Oh, I left you when we were blinded. Now time is up, and we tried so hard to fight it, but we knew we couldn't fight it. Hurts every time you say you'll be mine. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get back.
Okay, so obviously we're going to wash everything, and then I like to rinse everything just under the tap to get all the soap suds off, and then I'm going to let them air dry. Now, like the whole way through this video, I will apologise to all of you. You're probably going to get sick of hearing it, but I just, am so very sorry this video took so long. But when I mentioned about doing it last year, I did not intend on it taking this long. It was just, for some reason, really hard for me to get in and do this, but I felt such a weight lifted after I had done it and completed it, and just can't now stop staring at it. I'm just in love with it, how everything turned out, and how it all looks, and I'm very excited for you all to see it towards the end of this video. And so obviously I've got my Halloween decor out here, so we're going back to October. Now that is a very long time. Now I regret even mentioning my pantry reorganise video way back then. If I had known obviously it was going to take this long for me to get around to do it, I definitely would not have mentioned it. But anyway, nonetheless, we're getting it done today. So I'm just here removing any labels obviously on the bottom of the jars and containers. This glass jar here I picked up from Target, and then using my Cricut, of course, that I just love, I'm putting on labels, redoing the labels in a different font. Now this was the biggest task of all when I set out to redo all my labels. I mean, now that I'm looking at them all redone and in a different style font, I'm so pleased with it and so happy I went to the effort to remake my labels. But it was a process. I'll leave, I can't think off the top of my head now, but I'll leave the link to the font that I used. It's from a website called Font. It's completely free, and there is thousands of different fonts on there, and obviously images and that sort of thing as well. So if you're looking for free fonts to download for your Cricut, definitely check out Font, but I'll link that down in the description box below, and the name of the font I went with in there too. This font, I love it. It was very tedious. Where there was words with the letter I in it, I could not get the little dot of the I to stay to transfer over onto the container, which was very disappointing. But I just thought, I'm not going to fiddle around with it. I don't have the time. But I think it still looks really well, and you can still obviously make out what the name of the food that is in the container is anyway.
All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two of us, and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright.
Now the containers that I originally had in my pantry, I put on Facebook Marketplace, and it took a while, but someone bought them a few weeks ago, so I was thankful for that. That they had gone to a good home, that they were gonna obviously be used, and she was over the moon with them. So it all worked out in the end. But because it's such a big thing, it's not like I didn't really think about it when I mentioned to my husband about redoing the pantry, and he was like, okay, I'll purchase you the containers and whatnot that you need. But I just had no idea at the time. That was, I suppose, with the two kids and everything, obviously busy, life's busy. But I just really did not know how long this, I did not think this was going to take me that long. The labels I had previous on my old containers, obviously, were in the colour white, but I thought this time about going with black, just for sort of something different, even though I am more like a white sort of, like white colours in my home. But I really
like the black font with the black vinyl. I'd love to know in the comments down below what colour font you prefer on, if you have your pantry organised and you have labels, what colour font would you prefer on your labels? The black or white, or I mean there's thousands of colours. What colour would you prefer on your containers? Now this glass spaghetti jar here with the bamboo lid, I actually picked this up from a cheap shop near where we live. So cheap shops are also really good, a really good place. Now I don't know if it's like completely airtight, but a lot of this food that you see me putting into these jars and containers, we don't have it that long, like before it's been eaten. Like the Weet Bix doesn't last long, but these jars that the Weet Bix are in with the bamboo lid, the glass one, that's from Target, and they are a really good seal. Even these ones here that I'm now filling up, they come in that pack from Kmart that I showed at the start of this video. Very inexpensive, like $22 for the pack of 8 I think you get. Yeah, so that $22 is alright for that, I think, and they're actually even really good, pretty good seal as well. So, but I do mention later in the end of the video that I have a whole bunch of click-clack containers, and I kept some of them just to store the food that's more likely to go stale, like, you know, popcorn, pretzels, things like that, just to make sure that they were extra airtight. But you can see here how it's, you know, a bit of an effort to get off that I'm putting the icing sugar in now. But yeah, so looking for airtight containers, Kmart definitely has you covered. And again, Target, unfortunately we don't have a Target that's very close nearby to us, so Kmart's about 10 minutes drive away or less, so that's where I usually go. And I mean, I'm obsessed with Kmart, aren't all of us women and men, I suppose. Yeah, so but very happy with it, and I have a few spare containers just in case I get other, obviously, food along the way that I can just add into the pantry where it suits.
Cuddle me blue. Take me to the edges of every little inch of my skin. Baby, I will let you in. Cuddle me blue.
Now we're finally up to the remove everything completely out of your pantry. I would not suggest to do it any other way. That's like whether you're organising a laundry cupboard, a linen cupboard, under your kitchen sink, anything like that. I suggest taking everything out. And then we're going to give it a good wipe down because it hasn't been wiped down in forever, and especially right at the bottom of the pantry gets a lot of dust and hair and bits and pieces under there. When we had our golden retriever, her hair was constantly getting swept under the pantry doors here, but it still gets dusty and dirty, so I end up getting my High Zero out and to give that a clean up down the bottom there, which the High Zero come in really handy for this. I usually get down on my hands and knees and give it a spray and wipe by hand, but yeah, the High Zero, obviously with the function of vacuuming and mopping, come in really handy. So we're just doing that, and then we're almost at the reorganize part of this video, and I'm just so excited.
Caught up in the moment, wanna spend every second with you. stuck in the middle. What can I do? Yeah, I just wanna be right next to you. Right in the middle, right in between. Ooh, it is up to you what we will be. Ooh, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in the middle with you. Ooh, I just wanna know where you wanna go. I don't wanna be stuck in the middle. I just wanna know what's to come. Stuck in the middle. What can I do? Yeah, I just wanna be right next to you.
Now this clear tub here I got originally for the canned food, however I'm not going to use that anymore, and this is a spare fry pan because we got a new one. That's a spare toaster that we just like to have just in case, and these are like protein BCAs. So yeah, I'm going to take all this out anyway because I want to wipe all the bottom of this out, and then we'll have a play with what we're going to do. Now these things will stay here on this shelf because these things we use quite a bit, and I found they worked here. So I've wiped all the pantry out now, obviously apart from this bottom section, and I've already placed a few things up here. Now this label here, I had absolutely no luck getting it off, like the transfer paper, so I'm going to have to get my lovely husband to do that one, and this will probably all move, cake stands and things all move down to that free space up the top there. So I'm excited to organise this now and share it with all of you because this has been a long time coming, and my husband actually kept asking me when I was doing it and if that's how it was staying, how it was prior to this video, and I was like, heck no, it's a mess. So anyway, let's just get this finished.
You say you're fine, but I can see right through. You're holding your secrets for way too long. This can't keep going on. With every lie, they keep on hurting you, getting away with everything they do. This can't keep going on. No, we're gonna find them, and I'm gonna fight for you. They better start hiding. We'll be running with the lions, lions. We'll be running with the lions, lions. They can't run, they can't hide. We won't stop until they're down. We'll be running with the lions, lions. I'll go through fire, I'll climb the mountains for you. Tell me, 'cause I'm looking out for you. This can't keep going on, no, 'cause you're not alone in this. We'll do this together. No, you're not alone in this. No.
Leading up to doing this pantry reorganisation, I had watched a lot of things. I had, you know, just like searched Instagram, the internet, things like that on pantries, and it's always been an obsession of mine. Like if I see a reel of a pantry or something, you know, I'm going to click on it. But we got to, like, it all depends on how we all eat as individuals as well, I suppose, and if our children, and even if we have children, but if we have children, if they're at school, you know, so if they've got more snacks than, say, like a toddler that's majority of the time at home, that sort of thing. So yeah, like I see all these pantries with their little, you know, turntables, lazy susans, whatever you may call them, but with the snacks and like the children's snacks and things, and I just love the way it looks. But like, don't get me wrong, Harper has snacks, like she's got her Bluey biscuits here and things. She has snacks, little packets of chips and stuff, but obviously with Ryder not eating yet, it's sort of just her, and then up the top I've put our white snacks tub, so if me and Harper have chips or chocolate or whatever, it'll go up in that white tub up there. But Harper's is just here on this third shelf, this middle shelf, so yeah, she doesn't really quite have many snacky sort of stuff as yet, but obviously when she gets to school and that sort of thing, she'll have more snacks. Now, another question, me and my husband were contemplating whether you should leave garlic, say, in the jar with the lid on or a lid off. If anybody knows, I would love for you to let me know in the comments whether you should have the bulbs of garlic with the lid off, or is it okay to have the lid on. But yeah, that's just something, when I saw that garlic, I thought I would put it out there and ask anybody that may know the answer to that.
Can't stop, yeah. You never lose an argument, so I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay.
So I have finally finished my pantry reorganisation video, and I can now share it with all of you, which I'm so excited about. Now, it took me virtually all day in between tending to this little guy, which for probably the last hour and a half he's been really not himself. So anyway, I've tried several times to do the outro on this video, so the only way I'm going to get it done is by holding him. So here he is. But anyway, I can't tell you how great it feels to actually get this video done, and obviously for us to have a beautifully organised, lovely looking pantry. Yeah, I'm just so thrilled because it's literally taken me months, and yet again I apologise for this video taking so long. Just going to reveal it to all of you. Here it is. I'm beyond thrilled with it. I'm happy with it. I love the way it turned out, and I love how easy you can find things in the pantry now with the way that I've sized the containers. Ooh. The way that I've sized the containers, so obviously bigger to the back than medium, small, so it's sort of steps, so that obviously you can see every label clearly and visibly, and you know what's in there for when you want things. So yeah, really happy with how this turned out, given with obviously what foods in the pantry that we have and that we need to store. I'll try and link what I can in the description box below. So like I said, majority from Kmart and a few bits and pieces are from Target. Now I really think these two stores have very great organisation. So if you're in the market for some organisation, definitely check out these two places first, because some of it can get quite expensive. Now the containers up the back there with the white lids, I've had them for a few years. They're click-clack containers. Now they were quite expensive, but they are very good seal. So
Well, I told you I'd work out
just an idea. But when I actually got them, I thought they were a lot smaller than when I opened them. They're quite big containers, but I just stored the popcorn, pretzels, a lot of things like that easily quickly goes stale. Spice rack here, the good old spice rack, that's still obviously kept the same because you can store so many spices on this. I got this, I think, off eBay or something a few years ago, and my husband hung it up here. It's great space saving hack, hanging spice rack on your door if that's an option for you. But yeah, so happy with how it turned out. Thank you also very much for being patient with me. I better wrap this up because this little guy's getting very bored maybe. But yeah, thank you so very much for being here, and if you enjoyed this style of video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and if you're new and you're not already, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button and stick around. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.
Can't stop, yeah.